we have, let me just see, it's not 2 o'clock just yet. So can you see my balloons? We're celebrating today my first Zoom live series of this session. I'm going to be doing these every Friday, just 30 minutes, catch up with everyone, seeing how everyone is doing on the business side of things, but also on the personal side of things. I think it's quite important to stay connected with everything happening, isn't it?
Yeah.
Saying that she can't hear.
Who can't hear?
Sangeeta.
Oh, can't hear. Yes. Thank you, Sally. Can you hear now, Sangeeta?
Yeah.
Very good. How are you, Sangeeta?
Not bad. Today, I don't know, in the morning I wasn't feeling great, but it's nice to see faces.
Yes,
So.
absolutely. And I get to put my makeup on today.
I did too.
That's such a big change. I don't know for you ladies as well. I really toned things down while I'm at home. I'm like, you know what? I'll just be my business when I have meetings online. The rest of the time it's pretty chilled. What about yourselves?
Well, I never wear makeup.
That's easy for you, Sally.
It's got to be a really special occasion for me to put mascara on.
What would be a special occasion for you, Sally?
I think if I'm going to a party or, you know, something like that.
Yes. What about you, Vivian?
Well, I walk the dogs every day, so some days I haven't bothered. I think, oh well. But then, yeah, lately I think, I want to start bothering again. Start to come out of my shell.
I think it makes me feel different. Hello, Rivati.
Hi.
Hello, Rivati.
Hi.
Hello, everybody.
So let me do a quick introduction. So we have the lovely Sally, who I've met through the Gaia Network. We'll go around and introduce ourselves, what we do. Vivian is joining us as well through the Gaia Network. Sangeeta as well, an artist of Brentford through the Gaia Network. We have Rivati. How did we meet? I connected with her boss, and then they became a client of mine. So I've been helping them out with their business, with their marketing. We have Maria joining us. Let's say hello to Maria. Hello, Maria. Can you hear us?
What is it?
Hello, Maria. Connecting. She's connecting audio. So yes, so welcome to the balloons are because it's the first live Zoom chat session that I'm having on Fridays from today. So thank you for joining me to celebrate this special live session. So it's all about staying connected. It's all about sharing the ups and downs of your small business operation at the moment. It's also about sharing tips, what worked, what didn't work. What else did I say and generally it's about supporting each other in those difficult moments. So I have a few questions that I have shared with you in the little group. Everyone got the questions?
Yeah.
We're going to keep it very casual, so don't worry if you haven't prepared any answers. You know, it's not one of those. It's not one of those sessions. But what I'd like you to do is maybe if we take a few minutes to introduce ourselves. So I'm going to start with you, Sally. If you tell us who you are and what you do.
Oh, okay. My name's Sally, and actually my kind of main job is I run a charity called Speak Out in Hounslow, which supports adults with autism and learning disabilities. So that's kind of the majority of my focus, and I'm doing that during the week. But then I have two little side things. One, I'm training to be a life coach. And eventually I'd like to do that a lot more. And the other thing is that I quite like selling vintage items and antiques and vintage items. So I've been doing, I don't know if any of you know, but there's been a pub boot sale going on at the Brook, just on the other side of the railway tracks to me, and that's been great fun, but that's stopped at the moment.
Are you able to carry on this from home or not?
I'm working for the charity. That's been really, really busy. We're still going on. We're very fortunate that our funders are still paying us. I do have a smaller charity jobs too, and I'm furloughed on that one. So it's that kind of mix of depending who the funders are and what your business model is, really. I think that's what comes down to it.
And I think it's good for you to connect with us here and on the Gaia Network, Sally, because that's how we met. Maybe for connecting with the ladies with your side business number 2, which is learning about life coaching, isn't it?
Yes. So that's something I need to build up, because it's been quite an odd time. I haven't actually done it for the last 3 weeks, but that's something I need to do. I'm in the process now. I've been studying with Animas, which has been really, really interesting. So what I need to do now is to get up my hours on coaching, so I can offer free coaching sessions to people if they're interested, about an hour duration. And it's not being a counsellor, and it's not giving advice. It's kind of being a set of listening ears, really. That's what
I think that's really something very welcomed, especially nowadays. So I'm pretty sure you'll hear from a lot of people back, Sally.
Okay, that'd be great. I look forward to it.
Thank you, Sally. I'm going to move on to Vivian. Hello, Vivian. Do you want to introduce yourself, what you do, what you're passionate about?
Yeah. Oh, lots of things passionate about, but yeah, I'm Vivian. I'm based in Twickenham. I'm still transitionally from the day job, but my main passion is coaching and therapy. My niche previously was single women, but I've recently switched, which is to people with anxiety and depression, and that was already decided before everything kicked off. But in terms of the questions that you put earlier, I think the biggest thing I've been doing since we've had lockdown is learning to take the pressure off myself. So I've sort of eased back on the business side and just allowed myself to be, because I've had an exhausting couple of years and I'm always driving myself, keep doing this, keep doing that. And I just thought, right, I'm going to take it easy, and I'm just working slowly on my website. So I had got some literature and I was getting out there doing more, and now I can't get out there, so
things have slightly changed, haven't they? Let me come back to everyone with the questions, Vivian.
Okay.
So in terms of introducing yourself, so you're now more dealing with coaching and people who are stressed, you said, Vivian?
Anxiety and depression mainly.
Anxiety and depression.
But it's mainly about my website is without medication.
Yes.
I think people get prescribed medication far too easily, and they think that's their only option. So if someone wants a different option, we can work. It's called a personal breakthrough. It's a 2-day intensive. We get right to the crux of the problem. We undo the unconscious structure around it so that they can be released, and then help them rebuild their lives. And it's up to them how long they want to work with me. I'll support them until everything is completely sorted, either by phone.
Do you work with women or men or both?
Either.
Either.
I tend to find that women are probably more likely to seek help, but it doesn't exclude men.
Thank you, Vivian. I'll come back to you with the questions. And Sangeeta, do you want to introduce yourself and what you do?
Hello, I am Sangeeta. I'm a visual artist. So I paint. I think Revati and Aryan are very familiar with my work. They've been to my exhibition and stuff. So do you want me to go through the questions?
I'll come back round.
Okay.
What sorts of art is your favorite, or do you have a preference, Sangeeta?
At the moment, I've been painting acrylic floral abstracts, and I'm quite liking that style. I don't know if you can see it well.
Come on, show us one. Show us one of your favorites at the moment. Just if you don't know, we've commissioned Sangeeta to paint a couple of paintings as gifts for our Gaia guest speakers. She's doing some amazing work.
Some Monet's irises.
Wow.
Irises.
A bunch of flowers. I don't know what flowers they are. Hydrangeas.
Oh, wow.
And very bright tulips. So at the moment, I've been trying to do something every day, and today will be day 31 actually, since all my activities have stopped. But I'm trying to post something every day on social media.
And you've got a group going on Saturdays.
Yes, so tomorrow 2 p.m. join in for some art fun. I have not done this before, so it might be complete mess, but we'll just have fun.
Thank you, Sangeeta. And we have the lovely Revati. How are you, Revati?
I'm good, thank you. How are you all?
Yes, thank you for joining us. So how's, do you want to tell everyone who you work for?
Yeah, I am an accountant. We have a company called ORM Accounting Services in Brentford. I connected with Ariane through CCJM Consulting. She's helping me to build my page, social media page, and helping me a lot. That's all. Yeah.
And how are you helping Vinu out?
Yeah, we are all working from home and keeping up to date with emails and phone calls as, during this period, everybody, comes to accountant and asks, hello, hi.
Hi, Nicola. Sorry, Revati.
Yeah, that's okay.
So, very much into numbers, Revati.
Yeah.
Is it your passion, or is it
Ask accountant what to do and what not to do? So we got 10 times more calls and emails to deal with. So it's all going good.
It's still going. Thank you,
Yeah.
Revati. And we have Nicola. Hello, Nicola.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, good.
We're just doing quick introductions.
Okay.
Nicola, do you want to introduce yourself and what you do?
I will do. Hello, Vivian again. I've met Vivian. Hello. Hi, yes, I'm Nicola, and I'm the wardrobe provocateur. And basically, I'm a personal stylist and confidence coach, so I help you to kind of feel more comfortable about your mind, body, and wardrobe. And it's all very holistically, so I use a lot of personal styling coaching and techniques, as well as sort of coaching techniques, and we all kind of marry them together to help you to feel more confident and have a better feel-good connection with you and your wardrobe. And sort of that's it in a nutshell, very quickly.
Thank you, Nicola. And we have Maria, who is here with us. Maria, you're welcome to introduce yourself, or if you prefer to just listen in, that's absolutely fine. This is quite a casual session, so you're welcome to join in with or without the video, talk or not talk. So I'm moving on to the questions because we're already halfway there. Can you see how quickly it goes? So I had a few questions here. The first one was, what was your business highlight of this week? The second question is, how the lockdown is affecting your work, positives and negatives. Your best work-life lockdown tip, the balance. I forgot the word balance. Work-life balance. The best tip that you'd like to share. And another question was, have you slowed down your business activity? Oh, we have Sandra joining us as well. ladies, I must bring her in. She's absolutely amazing. It doesn't matter if it's halfway there. Let me bring Sandra in. Hello, Sandra. Hello, hello.
You're looking similar.
Hello, Sandra.
Oh, hello. Hi. Hello. Good evening. Oh, good afternoon, I should say. The time is just, forget it.
Listen, I was just saying, we're halfway there, but I must let you in, Sandra. You must join us.
Thank you.
So happy you could join us. Sandra, do you want to very quickly introduce yourself, who you are and what you do?
I am an author, I'm a speaker, and I am the pep talks coach. And what I do is get women to see themselves. So I hold up the mirror, sharing words, phrases that they can use to actually develop their self-confidence and self-belief, because you can want to do a business and do all the other things that you want to do, but if your mind ain't right, your world won't be right, and it won't be a reality.
Thank you very much, Sandra. So I'm going to throw out a few questions out there, and please raise your hand if you would like to answer this question. So I'm starting with the first question, and it is, what has been your business highlight of this week? Raise your hand. Okay, Nicola.
I'm never one to shy from talking. I'm from the Northeast, so yeah, we're definitely not. I mean, during my introduction, I was probably kind of taken off guard a bit, but never mind. I think one of the most important things to me that what I've learned is that during even all of this lockdown, all of this situation, that you can still tweak everything. You can perfect things. You can get things in order, and you can actually, don't be afraid to change or upscale during all of this period of time, because what I've done is I've actually gone in and I'm starting to redo different things on my website. I've changed some things, and I'm starting to really kind of get more into building my brand story and get it more sort of authentic with everything, so it all aligns, because we're going to come out of this at some point, and we all as businesses, whether we're small businesses, big businesses, or just starting off of being going for a while, we need to kind of have that focus and structure, because boy, when we come out of this situation, we just want to go full stream ahead and start getting back those clients and start having our mental and positive attitude. And that's what I did coffee.
Tell me, Nicola, tell me the one highlight of your week, this week.
I think that's probably one of the highlights is buying this book.
Build a story brand.
Donald Miller, Building a Story Brand, and it's to clarify your message so customers will listen. So that is why I've said all the other things, because that's what's important.
Please share later on, please share the name and the author in the comments, Nicola.
I will do.
Thank you.
I'll be quiet now.
Okay, question number 2. So we have, actually, let me jump to a tip that worked for you, having the right work-life balance during the lockdown. So a good tip you'd like to share. Vivian?
I've sort of said it before, and I think this is a perfect opportunity to just really pull back and do what Nicola says and think about everything. It's reassessment. We're being forced into it, and I've been loving it. I was in at the beginning, but I'm loving the opportunity to just take the time. And the biggest lesson I've had is to take the pressure off myself.
Who agrees taking the pressure off?
Well, to be honest, I'm actually finding it a bit difficult because you know, as you know, I'm kind of a startup, and I went on and said that I would post something every single day. And, you know, to keep that up, I'm thinking, oh, you know, why did I say that now? I just need some time off, you know, just to shut off all social media and just, you know, almost like taking a holiday. I just want to shut everything down for a few days, but then I'm not sure whether that's a good thing or not.
I think you have to follow your guidance, because I found I was always pressuring myself, and I think that's why I got ill in the beginning. It was my body saying, no, you got to rest, you got to stay there, do not, and it dragged on for a few weeks, and I realized every time I thought, oh, I should be getting better, I should be doing stuff. And I'm very good at making myself do stuff. And I think we all are, because we're entrepreneurs and that's why we're here. Yeah. And we have to drive ourselves. So allowing yourself to actually say, no, not today. I'll do that tomorrow. And then it's up to you. You have to decide how much is right for you.
I agree with you, Vivian. I've actually slowed down a little bit things. Sally?
I agree with Vivian, actually. I think we need to be kind to ourselves. You know, I mean, I found it kind of easier at the beginning, but now we've got another 3 weeks. I must say, today, I've actually said I'm going a little bit bonkers with it, thinking about it. I do have things to do here in the house and for work, but actually, I don't want to do it today.
Yes.
Being
kind. Absolutely. Anyone, any thoughts on this as well? Sandra?
To be honest with you, I actually took 2 weeks off to sleep, literally sleep. Because the thing about creativity is there's a flow. And when the flow is there, you ride that wave. And when the flow isn't there, it's a signal for you to regroup, to retreat, and to actually have self-form moments where you have fun. If you're not having fun, it ain't getting done. And that is your cue.
I agree with you, Sandra. I had to take 2 weeks to decide which direction I was going to move, because obviously things had changed. The environment was changing. Everything had collapsed. So it took me personally and on the business side, because it has also affected us personally, hasn't it? We had to reorganize all our lives differently. So it personally took me 2 weeks as well to get some sort of structure, routine, and and I think we're in week 3 or 4. I don't even count.
At the end now, nearly week 4, aren't we?
4, where I feel comfortable now. I'm starting to only now feeling comfortable. But just like Sally was saying, Vivian, Sandra, Sangeeta, you have to be kind to yourself. Some days I have things planned and I'm like, no, it's not happening. And I wouldn't in normal times, but because those are not normal times. Vivian?
I think because we're all here and we all have a dream and a passion that we follow, that I think part of letting go is knowing that it's still there, and it's just a case of relaxing for a bit, and then that motivation won't go away, because all the time I know where I want to be and I'm not letting go. So therefore I know that the drive will come back when I'm fully rested.
Nicola?
I think, yeah, absolutely. And I also think that one of the things that is coming out of this, especially when you're very creative, because when you're creative, you want your mind's constantly on the go, is that it's balance. And I think not being afraid to step back and actually look at the whole picture. Yes, we're going through this weird time, but at the same time, on a business level and on a human level, how is it that we can take from this to kind of make us stronger and more determined to be good businesswomen, but also, and strive forward. And I think that's really important as well, to get the balance, to feel self-corrected as well in all of this.
Moving on to, this is a great transition. Thank you, Nicola. To the next question. I've lost my track. It's okay. I forgive myself. So who would say, who has actually, new question, who has tried something new during this lockdown? If you have tried something new, can you share what it is? Sangeeta.
So, I mean, in my artwork itself, I'm trying new things, new techniques, and that's one thing. But apart from that, something I've never done before is script reading. I've never taken part in drama or any of that. Even in my school, I was always in dance, but never did any drama. And it was the Scream script, and there was like a bunch of people, and we were reading our parts, and that was, something so different, and it was so good to try that.
Thank you, Sangeeta, for sharing. Anyone tried anything new that they wouldn't have tried before the lockdown? Nicola?
Netflix, am I allowed to say that?
Shocking. That's shocking. How did you survive without Netflix for this long?
But Netflix, I've actually been forced during this period of time to get Netflix. Oh my God, I'm not sure what's happening to me. And also, I used to play chess when I was younger. So actually, I'm fortunate enough that I'm actually with my mother during all this. So we've decided to, I bought a chess set, which has backgammon and drafts.
I saw your post.
Yeah, so I'm actually going to learn, I'm going to relearn and get the skills again of learning how to play chess, so I can do it visually and with friends and stuff like that. We can play chess. So yeah, so that's one thing I have done.
I have tried Qigong. I've attended my second class online. Tonight it's a Friday evening, so I'm now doing Qigong. And it's something that I wouldn't have taken up, because the teacher is not close to home, and because it never seemed the right time. But because I have underlying lung condition, I need to work on my breathing a little bit more, much more. And Qigong not only works my breathing, but also helps me relax. I can get quite anxious and stressed about the whole lockdown situation with my health condition. So that really helps me. So had all this not happened, I would never have got into Qigong. Here you go. Anyone else?
I'm going to say I have done it before, but I haven't done it online, and that's Pilates. I don't know people who live in Hounslow know this, but Brentford Football Community Sports Trust are offering a whole range of free lessons on Zoom.
Will you send the link, Sally?
I'll send you the link. Carol had actually had this Pilates teacher before when she was delivering it in the real world a couple of years ago. And it was great fun, and I am really enjoying it. So the one I'm doing is on Wednesday evenings from 6 to 7. But there's yoga, there's box fits, there's another Pilates as well. And I do recommend it, actually. I'll send the link out.
Yes, please. Anyone else has tried anything new? Yes, Revati.
I tried to bake.
Yes? What did you bake, Revati?
I tried to make sourdough bread with the starter and things.
Oh, that's nice.
Tried to make some biscuits, stone biscuits.
It's a very good thing to try.
Lovely. Okay, let's finish off the session because we're already coming to past. Where it's amazing how time just flies. What else can I ask? What have you got planned for this weekend? So have you got anything exciting planned for the next two days, Saturday, Sunday? Any plan, anything special you're going to do for the weekend? Sally?
Well, one thing I'm hoping that I can get onto B&Q's website and order some things, because I've been decorating and I've had to stop that because I've run out of things.
So I'm exercising.
Sandra, what are you up to this weekend?
I'm all things technical. I am not a techie, so I've spent the whole time learning stuff like videos. This week is finding the ideal book template. So it's all about technology for me, because I'm not a techie. You wouldn't think it, but I'm not a techie. I just
by the way, I'm following Sandra online with her amazing pep talks, very short daily pep talks. Definitely recommend. She's amazing. She will lift you up in 1 minute.
Oh wow!
Oh wow! Thank you.
Sangeeta, what have you got planned for over the weekend? Anything special that you're planning?
Well, tomorrow will be the first online art session.
Yeah.
No, I didn't hear. What did you say?
Tomorrow at 2 p.m. I'm doing an art session. I will send the Zoom meeting ID soon. I'll probably do an Insta Live at the same time. It's just for fun, so a very casual session, more like, chat and draw kind of thing, I highly recommend get a glass of wine. And maybe some paper and some pens or pencils, colors, whatever you have, maybe.
Optional.
Optional. And yeah, just do some drawing and painting. I've selected an image which is here. It was my first ever art teacher.
Oh, wow.
So that's the image I've selected. I mean, we may not be able to create this because he's like a really professional artist, but we're going to use this image. And unfortunately, he died. He died very young, a couple of years back, in his 40s. And I still can't digest that. So it's a tribute to him. We're going to use this, and it's a tree and a house. You can do that.
Thank you, Sangeeta. Revati, what are you up to this weekend? Are you baking another cake?
No, I'm going to spend some time in my garden planting and...
And you've got a lovely hammock, haven't you?
Yeah, I do. The weather is good, then it's not, by the way, but if it's good, then I'll spend some time in hammock.
Enjoy, Revati. Vivian, what are you up to this weekend?
I'm going to pick up on an astrology course that I did, and I started it, and when I'm finished, I'll be certificated for doing people's charts, but I'm halfway through, and I've missed it. And it's a passion of mine. By the way, I just remembered the thing that I've done new is grow vegetables. I've got a nice vegetable patch, been working on that. But,
oh, wow.
That was the previous question. But yeah, so I've done my gardening, I've caught up on that, and yeah, astrology now. Yeah.
Thank you, Vivian. Nicola, what are you up to this weekend?
Me, Netflix.
No shame.
What are you watching on Netflix, by the way?
It's lots of gothic things like Frankensteins and things like that. Yeah, you wouldn't think being like this I would be. I'm quite into gothic kind of vampires and kind of stuff. I don't do horrors, but I like stuff like that. That and also this weekend I'll probably be in the garden because I'm not really a gardener, but I've been doing lots of planting, so all the flowers are coming out now. So I'm gonna just spend some time in the garden because right now it's just quite blissful doing that, so it's good for my psyche and my mentals to be in the garden.
I just have a friend coming round tomorrow afternoon to drop me off some vegetable seeds, actually.
Ooh.
So here you go. And Sandra, did you tell us what you're going to do this weekend?
I'm all things techie.
Yes.
I'm looking at book template, looking at how to put a video, an intro and an outro on a video and stuff like that.
Good luck.
Yeah.
And Maria, can you hear us? Or did you want to?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Hi, ladies.
Hi, Maria.
Hi, Maria.
Just to the end.
Just to the end, yes. Tell us what you're up to this weekend. Anything planned?
I'm gonna get a coffee from this Joe's, whatever it's called, Juice and something, because it's the only coffee shop that is still open if you order on their app. And then I'm going to watch the tides on Q Bridge.
Oh, lovely.
It's super cool. I've never seen a tide before.
Very nice. Talking about coffee, that's one thing that I was missing this week. Suddenly it came up. I was thinking, oh, I wish I had a nice coffee from a coffee shop,
Yes.
not homemade. So I completely get you, Maria.
It's my goal for after the lockdown. I've decided to become Starbucks independent and get a really nice coffee machine.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to get liquors like Baileys and Tia Maria and make special coffees.
You should try I think it's called Kahlua, which is like got the elephants on.
Yeah, I know what it is. It's used for White Russians.
Yeah, amazing in coffee. Try that.
I will. Thank you, Nicola.
All right, ladies. Sally, Vivian, Sangeeta, Revati, Nicola, Sandra, and Maria, thank you so much for joining me and us for the very first, the balloons are there because it's the very first Friday Zoom chat catch up. So we'll be here every Friday, 2 p.m. You're very welcome to Zoom in at the beginning, middle, even for 5 minutes, just to say hi, with or without the video. And yes, please do stay safe. Keep going with your businesses. It's very important to stay focused and to stay connected. We're here.
Absolutely. And thank you for inviting me from the Northeast.
Yes, absolutely. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you very much.
Put the links in the comments on Facebook.
Sandra?
One question.
Yes.
You're doing it. Are you taking advantage of the children? Is your sorry,
I'm not taking advantage of anyone at the moment.
Well, because the kids are all out and everything, and they need
Oh.
stuff. So I was just, like Joe Wicks, he's really killing it at 9 o'clock.
Because well, just before we went into
Lockdown.
Oh, my internet connection is unstable. Am I on?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. I wasn't doing. I haven't really set anything up.
Okay.
Maybe. Yeah.
I'm gonna share a link for you. That there's a person who does painting for parents and adults, and she's gone online. So Sangeeta, I'll put it in. You can have a look at what she's doing. So that might give you some help to see what she's doing.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Please do share links below. Sangeeta, your event. Sally.
Yes.
Sally, if you want to share anything, maybe if you want to invite some of the ladies here to your coaching link, you can share that as well.
Where are we meant to be sharing? Sorry, I missed that bit.
So you go to my Facebook page, CCJM Consulting. I will send you the link where you can share that.
Okay, great, lovely, thank you. Thank you very much.
Yay!
Bye everyone. Have fun. Have a lovely weekend.
Bye.
Bye, Maria.
Bye.
This thing.